Welcome back, everyone. It just feels like we just did this, a week ago. We didn't do Friday's show because we had people in town, and it was a really fast week. We were like busy, like running around all over the place. But while we were away, and I call them distractions, and I know it offends some people, but I say it in jest. They're not distractions in my personal life. They're a distraction to the business. If the business was to see, who we were dealing with, and I think I got to check something real quick. I want to make sure the volume's good because every time I do this, yep, you guys probably are having a hard time hearing this. That's probably why. So hopefully that clears things up a little bit. But I call them distractions because the business looks at anything that you do that isn't focused on the business as a distraction. And eBay, the way it's set up, if you're not showing eBay the attention that it's used to or it wants from your account, you're not going to do as well. There's been many people that have said, look, I've taken some time off. I came back and my sales were kind of stagnant. They didn't, they kind of fell off. That's because you're not giving the algorithm the attention that it needs. So now with us being gone, I mean, some days we were gone like almost the whole day, other than just getting here and doing some shipping real fast. Like on Saturday, gone the whole day, but had a decent sales day. There's only one thing I can point to that I would say is the reason why we're able to have been successful. And I don't want to say trick the algorithm because, I guess you could say I've in the past tried to game the algorithm, but it's not about tricking the algorithm. It's just giving eBay what it wants. And I mean, we're talking, some days I only had like two or three items listed. It's all the time I had to do. And some days had none. And so what is the one thing? I think you guys figured this out. It's the daily end item relist. Now, you could do the sell similar thing if you want. But I know eBay has said, like, no, that's not a thing anymore. Look, I can only tell you from my items and how it affects my account. If I'm doing a daily end item sell similar, it's a good start to my day. And the algorithm, my listings, my sales, everything, my activity, the offers that I have to send out, the offers that I'm receiving are there. And on days that I don't, it's kind of lackluster. So that's just some food for thought. Again, I don't know what eBay is going to do with the sell similar feature, being that a lot of resellers are going to be piggybacking off of existing listings to create their own listing and sell similar, and the feedback about the whole promoted listing thing that is coming in January. You hear rumors about, they're going to do away with sell similar, but to me, okay, you could do away with sell similar all you want. I'm still going to have the option. eBay's still going to have the option to relist an item. So that's kind of the way I do it, and it just works. So want to know out there if you guys deal with or use this option. Something that I'm 100% sold on this, guys. It's the first thing that I do before I do anything, other than picking. I pick the items that need to get shipped, and then I go into that account and I do the top 10 or the oldest 10% of my listings. And so for many of you, the math is going to be a little bit more difficult. I simply take that number. So like, let's say you have 2,000 items, and I don't have my phone's in my pocket. So I have 2,000 items, and this is just fuzzy math. 2,000 items divided by 30. I am doing 66 items, my oldest 66 items, if I had that large of a store. For me, thankfully, it's only, 250, 260 items. And so it's like 9 or 10 items. So that's cool. And it just, can't explain it. It just works for me. So want to know what you guys think. If it does work for you, please let me know down below. Comment, let me know if it's something that you're seeing success with. Now, that said, I can tell you that our sales are doing a lot better than the previous 2 years. I think we've kind of talked about this, but if we look at our numbers for, and this is, bear with me a second here. I am all screwed up because everything's been flip-flopped on me. So we have, I'm looking at a different screen. So as you can see, it's all screwed up. You're seeing craziness going on. So I can't even show you my screen the way I want you to. I have to do some funniness to do that, so I guess I'll do that here. I'm trying to switch the orientation of everything because I bought a light box. I'll show you here in a minute. Bought a light box and it's throwing my game off here. But if you look at the numbers, here's what we got. We have for the year 142,087. That's up 8.9%. I don't know. We might hit 10% by the time we're done. That's a 10% increase year over year. Now, those of you guys who have been watching the channel, paying attention, you guys know that that number was trending towards being, like at the beginning of Q4, we were trending towards having less sales than we did the year before. Quantity sold, 1885. We're up by 3.7%. And we're at a $75.38 ASP, which is why we're able to sell so few items over the year and make that kind of money. Now, what I want to do also is one of the things that I've been doing here is kind of showing you how we compare in Q4, because that was my biggest concern, my biggest challenge was Q4. How do we, bring the sales up? That was really something that we dreaded. And I think if we look at the numbers here, that'll tell a story. Jenna's bored of the numbers, but we're at 28,611 for our sales over this. This is from October 1 until now. And that's up almost 30%, guys. And I can tell you, the sales aren't great. I mean, we're talking like $13,000 months, but 13%, it shows you what 30% tells you what we were making last year, like $8,000, and that ain't cutting it. That ain't paying the bills. Quantity sold 383 at a 74.70 ASP. So again, just letting you guys see what we're dealing with, and I attribute the difference, the 30% boost this year over last, not to like great economy or anything like that. I know sometimes we start reading into things. I don't think there's anything external affecting anything except what we're doing differently. The daily end item sell similar or relist process, and I'm not finding that the sourcing is problematic as we were the last couple of years. So
Thomas is wearing the same shirt I have on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's so funny. Hey, great minds think alike.
So, that said, I'm going to pop open a cold one.
Where'd you get that? There was no cold ones.
Yeah, I put them in there earlier this morning. You just didn't look. So,
I didn't have time to look.
We have Snoopy Collector is with us. Thanks for being here, Snoopy Collector. And Thomas S. with a bunch of S's this time says, I added a few S's and changed my handle so I don't confuse the old guy. Appreciate you. Thomas says, I went to my niece's dance recital on Saturday instead of listening for 2 hours. Gave her a big hug and said, great job for missed distraction. Didn't go over well.
Oh,
No, the key to it is you're not supposed to let the distractions know that they're the distraction.
Yeah, you don't say it out loud.
So in 2 weeks, is it 2 weeks? When are they coming? They're coming on what, the 21st? We have my son and his family's coming over. My oldest daughter and her family's coming over. And this year, they've decided that they didn't want to sleep on the air mattress thing. Because, look, we don't have the spare bedroom set up for family. We just don't. I mean, we're in Vegas. We figure people come to visit. They're going to want, like, the whole group of people that came this year. They got their rooms at the Rio. That's part of the experience. The part of the experience of coming to Vegas isn't coming to John's house. So the kids have decided individually, they each decided to go to different hotels, and they're going to come here and grace us with their presence. And part of me is kind of okay with that. Because again, she's not, but part of me, the business is okay with that. Okay. Because there's many times when we've had people stay here, the kids are sleeping in here, kids are sleeping in the shipping room, and they got messes going on in here. And I come in here, it's like, I got to get some work done, even though we have company, and it's a distraction. It distracts me from getting my work done. So, Don't let the distractions know they're distractions. Treat them as if they're not. It's your business that knows that they're a distraction, and that's kind of where this message is coming from. It's not to say, and I think everyone this time of year, any time of year, should embrace their family and friends. It's not to say it's a bad thing. It's to the business, it's a bad thing. Anything that you do, you want to go to the movies, you want to go for a little road trip. These are all distractions to your business. Jenna says yes, KFC. She wants John to buy her a KFC burger, crickets, and cicada.
Absolutely not. No.
Duncan. House sales. I had a very good round last week. Sold an 1860s envelope for $336 amongst others.
Holy moly.
Now, I have to tell you guys, there's not a whole lot to really jump into right now. I was doing some checking into some of the topics that over at e-commerce bites and valuatedresource.net, and really it's not a whole lot going on. We're just in the last part of the fourth quarter. You're going to have, I'd say, between now and the next 9 or 10 days, people are scrambling to get their last minute Christmas gifts done. So that should be good for sales. And then you're probably going to see a drop off the latter part of the last 2 weeks of the month in sales for some categories. Now, I can tell you, if you sell a lot of needs, those needs don't cease to exist because people are done buying Christmas presents. It's something that's going to continue. So I'm expecting to have steady. I haven't had any great days though this quarter. I've had just steady days, which is fine with me. Thomas is doing averaging a 4K a week. That's awesome. I love that. That's outstanding, actually. Thomas's replay party for me, dinner and bed. Have a good live. Well, thank you for checking in, Thomas.
Yeah, good night. Sweet dreams.
Mike Camparelli says, hi, John and Jenna in chat. Glad you have been having great sales despite the distractions. Mine have been very good as well. I'm also glad that I haven't been one of your distractions lately. Well, just so you know, and I think I made this clear, but I just want to make sure it is very clear. You are not a distraction. Nobody is a distraction to me personally. It's the business has an issue with it. Just like when you come to Vegas, right? You put your business on vacation mode. Your business, yeah, it still gives you some sales, but it's not optimal. Your business is sort of annoyed with you for that. And Mike does want to come and visit soon. Well, we want you to come out here and visit.
I was wondering when you were going to come out again.
Come on out. I was doing the Vegas thing with they have Cowboy Christmas. Went around, did the shopping. I didn't get stuck with a long sleeve cowboy shirt that I would never wear. Like it happened last year, but it is what it is. We all, when we're picking the names this year on Friday morning, we were able to tell everyone what we liked. I think that's a cool thing. So I'm like, barbecue stuff for me, because at these Cowboy Christmases they have like rubs and all kinds of accessories for barbecue. It's like, yeah, that's where I'm at. And it was pretty good. Lots of things like these right here. Anybody get these? Like they go to these roasted nuts and like, oh my goodness, I can't keep my hands off them. I only had a couple days. And these are the Cajun peanuts.
He's eaten the whole thing.
Oh gosh, the Cajun peanuts and the cinnamon.
I mean, mind
almonds.
You, this is just what's left.
Yeah,
it
wasn't filled all the way.
It wasn't, but it was like up to here, and it was obviously more round. So yeah,
it was wonderful.
Oh, and what's this?
That's my fudge. Get off me. So they have the place where you can go buy the fudge, where they make all the different flavors of fudge. Don't act like you don't have fudge. You have fudge in the fridge.
But I forgot about mine,
well,
actually.
Then don't forget about it too long. That's all I got to say to that.
Wow.
So we're thinking about maybe on Saturday going to the last day of Cowboy Christmas. Turns out one of our friends, I gave a ride to and from the airport. It's the least I can do. They do a lot for us. And they thought they're like, hey, I got you a shirt, but it's a large. I'm like, what the hell is John gonna do with the large? They're like, oh, you can take it back, but okay.
I got rid of the bag.
Duncan says I would melt if I went to Vegas.
No,
not right now.
Not right now. You would freeze. Because you're not used to this kind of cold.
Derek W. Pat's with us. Nice to see you, Derek.
Hello,
and
Derek.
Gail Carlson's with us.
Hi, Gail.
Joe Samard, I think,
hit the
says
button,
howdy.
but I didn't hear nothing.
Didn't work, huh? I don't know.
Or did it? Your mouth is yapping.
No. Didn't work. I don't know why.
No surprise there.
Hey, there it went.
Oh, look at that.
I unplugged it and it worked. Isn't that ridiculous? Literally, it's unplugged. How does that happen? You know what's happening? I think I got to reboot this computer because I've been running a lot of things in the background. I've actually been running this comment browser in the background. It's just there. I go in and ask it questions and stuff. So that could be what all the delay is. In fact, I think I'm going to exit out so I don't have to deal with any bandwidth issues within my computer. It means it's time pretty soon to upgrade this thing. I didn't have to, but I decided to on Sunday to rearrange this room a little bit. So to Jenna's left, you will see, maybe or maybe not, it comes up for me. You might see, oops, wrong way. You'll see the light box right there. So it's a light box that I had intended on buying because you can flip the switch on the side, just turn the knob. It does a pretty good job. It was like $50, and we tried to put some parts in there. And the reason why I did this is because I'm going to have a lot of parts and stuff. I know I'm going to. I had a lot of parts and stuff that I need to get redone.
Why are we so washed out?
I don't know. It might be the light.
The color is awful.
You guys don't like the lighting on this video? I'm trying to get it up here. It's not working for me.
Oh, okay. Got my sale.
Yeah, this computer is really lagging out, so it's...
Don't forget to hit the like button so you guys can get your sales.
Take me a drink. Hit the like button, get your sale within the next 24 hours, and this light is really not cooperating too much, so we're just going to be winging it today.
There's also a delay. If you notice when you're talking, your lips are moving, but nothing's coming out. It's kind of like when you talk to me.
What are you talking about?
Your lips are always flapping.
Are you really talking smack right now?
I can.
Wow. Okay.
We've spent way too much time together this week.
And I don't match. That
doesn't
help either. I just threw green on today. I don't know why.
That's not green.
David Pentland's. That's green.
That is not green.
Oh, God. She's going to argue with me for everything I say today. So here it is.
I'm going to go take a nap you're not careful.
You absolutely should at this point.
Oh.
But then we'd lose half the viewers, so I don't know if we should. David Pentland from Scotland says, how are we all doing? Nice to see you, David. In it to flip it says, Monday through Friday, fun day. How's everyone doing today?
Monday, fun day.
It looks like a dash. It's through fun day. Monday through Friday, Monday through fun day. Time to Sell Collectibles says, hello, John, Jenna, and FA Monday chat. I had a great vacation in South Carolina and had a very good November 24th sales. All with no promotions. Average sales price per item, $97.62.
Yes, nice.
Outstanding.
That is amazing.
We'd play some audience for you, but it's on a severe delay. And so by doing that, we'll be cheering for someone else, but it's for you, really. Brenda Smith says, hello, everyone. Nice to see you, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda. What's going on?
Why is the light wigging out?
I'm telling you, something is going on this live that you guys can't see, and it's
why is the light
strange.
Changing on us right now? See, there it goes.
What?
That's how delayed this computer is right now. I should have done this.
You should have done a restart.
I should have done a Black Friday sale and got me some new motherboard and all kinds of stuff in here. It's what I usually do every couple years. Henri Squaw says, how did John, Jen, and FA chat family? Got all my weekend shipping done. That's awesome.
Nice.
We got all of ours done.
I got all mine done, and boy.
Now they're just waiting to be picked up at this point. Craig Winan says, hi all, I'm early today. Wonder what time you got here. Time to Sell says, next trip will be to Fort Knox, Kentucky to count the gold. Christmas, New Year's, just love spending time with family and grandchildren. Awesome.
Yes.
Callie Debs says hello everyone. I hope everyone is getting great sales.
Yes, me too.
Nice
I hope
to see
you are
Callie
too.
Debs. Jackie Bleckner, hi all, and Andy Reno. What's going on, FAA fam? In first, or fam knit first. Spam says aloha. Nice to see you guys.
Hi, Spam.
And Dryden Flip says hello everyone. Hope you're all doing well and the sales are good.
Hello, hello.
Ping G's
Hi,
with
Ping.
us, and Sutter's Mill, crazy weekend.
Hello.
Is that a good crazy weekend or a bad crazy weekend?
It was a crazy weekend.
Well, for Sutter's Mill though.
For us, it was.
So we went and played. Me and the guys, we played a poker tournament at the South Point, $120 buy-in, almost 300 players, and we played at 10 a.m. We had plans. Okay, everybody, dinner's at like 3:30 today. I don't know why they wanted to do dinner so early, but
because they were going to go play bingo at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, so that's what the plan was, and the plan didn't work out so well because all the guys got knocked out of the tournament except for me. They went to dinner without me. It turned out to where I got down to the last two tables, and I got knocked out at 11th place. So still made money. First place was $5,000, by the way. I had a chance to win $5,000, and I just couldn't get to the finish line. Still won like $515, but I felt kind of sad. It was kind of sad, not because I got knocked out of the tournament, but because it's you have friends there. They're at dinner. I just missed dinner with the friends, the last dinner that everyone was going to be there for, and it kind of was a bummer to me. So
that dinner wasn't very exciting.
But it's not about the dinner. It's about the people. Just the conversation, and who cares?
I don't even know that there was a lot of conversation. A lot of people by that time were tired. We'd been walking all over everywhere, and I know me and Michelle had driven. We went over to a shopping center to go shopping while all the guys played poker, and then we got back because one of the women that was with us, she can't walk very far, and so we ended up coming back to the hotel, and then we were like, oh, we have 2 more hours. So me and my friend Michelle said, let's go to Savers, because she does a lot of crafting. She makes like flannels and does a lot of things with jeans. She made me a jean jacket with a Santa on the back. Oh my God, it's just the cutest thing. But anyway, yeah, we did a lot of shopping, and then we came back for dinner, but he was still playing the poker game, so.
Flip It Good says, happy Monday. Nice to see you, Flip It Good. Duncan says, hope no more trolls. Yeah, I mean, the trolls come and go.
I mean, sometimes, and it's weird how they come in. It's like they come in all at one time. It's like I don't know. It's weird.
Vivian Mills, 9871. Hi all. After 20 years selling on eBay in the UK, I have now moved to France. Wow, oui. And today opened my eBay France account. Don't speak French, so what can go wrong?
She said because she told you not to speak French.
Just don't tell your buyers.
Honey, don't say it.
We got Fisher Flips just stopping by to say hi. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Dan Decor Depot. Hello, guys. Busy weekend. Slower day today. Oh.
I'm okay with slow.
Yeah, sales are okay today. I think, I got up. I was raring to go. When you lose the flow of things, you kind of are itching to get back into it. So got up early this morning, gave our friends a ride to the airport, dropped them off in that area of town, went and picked up some stuff that I was going to be picking up on Wednesday, so kind of killed 2 birds with one stone. Got home and got to listing, and got done pretty quick with what I normally list. So I'm like, okay, I'll get in here and start messing with some things. So kind of had a schedule today as far as the sales. I think we're at like $200 today, when our normal, and that's on the main account, I think like 60 on the secondary account. So we're kind of halfway there.
I
day isn't over.
We order some Mexican food and we watch Landman for the rest of the evening. That's what I say we do.
After the game. Okay. Yeah, that's appropriate.
I can't wait till football's
Tommy
over.
says, Tommy Z says, greetings to the family and my favorite reselling couple. Nice to see
Hello,
you.
Tommy.
Paul Rose this evening, John, Jenna, and my whole life is distractions. LOL. As long as you don't let them know that. See, like this time of year, I can add some more distractions to that. They seem to happen every week. It's called football, right? Add my bowling league to that on Thursday.
September. It doesn't end until February.
Yeah. Snoopy Collector's with us. Nice to see you.
Jovial!
Where are we at
You also
here?
skipped a bunch up in the top. I don't know where.
Jovial's with us. Nice to see you, Jovial. What did I didn't skip at the top? I skipped like sidebar combos. Okay. You're signing up to do this, aren't you? Okay. Miss Yawns a lot. That's spam.
That's me.
Andy Reynos, sup, blood? Dendicor Depot, nifty AI just does it for me. Anything 120 days gets a relist. Yeah, you don't want to be considered, stale. There's another word. It's an easy word. I just don't remember it as it relates to that. But you don't want to be over 60 days or 90 days. Actually, it's 90 days and 6 months is what it is in eBay's eyes. Time to sell collectibles. What did I miss? Is there a rumor eBay getting rid of sell similar? Well, that's kind of what people keep talking about. That, this is a problem for eBay in that they want this to happen without the pushback. So the pushback that sellers are giving is, if you implement this promoted listings change on the 13th of January, which allows someone to click into your listing, right? And by virtue of, let's say a seller clicks into that listing or organically, or even whether it's organic or promoted, that seller who's not buying it clicks into your listing. Someone clicks into your item 10 days later organically, because the seller clicked into your listing, it's treated as a promoted sale, even if it was accessed organically by the buyer. Now, the pushback is, well, if that's your scenario where you're worried about sellers clicking into your listing and, piggybacking off your listing or researching your listing or whatever you're selling, then we will take that button away, the sell similar button away, so they have no reason to click into your listing anymore. And I think that would be a mistake. I really think that would be a mistake. It's going to slow down sellers who are using the sell similar feature to basically start a draft with all the item specifics set up. Now, some of you like that, some of you don't. I happen to think that it saves me a lot of time. I do go through the item specifics anyway, get rid of, so many people put 1 year, 2 year, 5 year warranties. Get rid of that crap. Fix your MPNs, add things that they missed, but at least it gives you a start. You're in the right category for the most part. The title, it has to look halfway decent for me to even work with that. And it's a little faster than going through the whole 3 screen process to get a new listing started. And of course, you're looking for your category and all that. So I don't want to be bothered with that. But if this change is eBay's answer, and there's been no eBay confirmation, just people talking about it. If this is what eBay does to try to shut people up, then I think they're going about it the wrong way, in my opinion. Jovial says, loving the fun bun, Jenna. I'm a bit jelly as you two sure are dropping some weight. Am I? I don't know if I am.
I am.
Because this ain't helping none.
I am. Thank you so much for noticing.
Or the fudge that I keep chewing on.
I actually had to go buy brand new jeans on Thursday, and I literally cried in the dressing room because I went down 5 pant sizes. 5. That's crazy to me. So, yes, thank you so much for noticing. I am in a single-digit number of jeans now, and I could not be more happy.
And Deflippant says, I don't care what eBay says. End in relist works. It just happened for me again this weekend. A rare item that should have sold ended in relist this Saturday, and it sold Sunday morning at a $180 sale. Another thing you have to consider is, we see so many glitches on the platform. okay? And the site itself is glitchy. So features on the site, buyers not able to check out properly, different things that we see on the app and this and that. Well, who's to say that there's not a glitch or maybe something wrong with your listing? Maybe you have an item listed and something's glitched out on it and it looks fine, but something in the coding's wrong. You then go and end it and then relist it. Boom, it sells. I mean, what's that about? If it's been there for months, was that item for whatever reason not getting shown? I think there's so many people that say, hey, my listings are non-existent. I have them listed, but no one can find them. To me, if that was happening to me, I would be ending that item and relisting it all day long until I got better exposure. Just the way I work. Coppercat says, hello, FA family. Big Dre says, hello, John, Jenna, and chat. Just shipped out my order for the day. We're still waiting for the mailman to come. Hopefully our main mailman isn't off today. I don't know.
Oh, I hope not.
Tommy Z, eBay isn't getting rid of Sell Similar unless they come up with something better. That would be them really shooting themselves in the foot. It would be typical of how corporations work. Corporations, they create a process without having a what if this process breaks this, or what if by virtue of us doing this is now affected. That they don't really think on those lines. They think in terms of what their bottom line is. How do they achieve it? Oh, this is one way to do it. And then they react. Instead of being proactive, they're constantly reacting to things that happen. And I think part of it is, you have these execs and these boards that really, they don't list. They don't sell on eBay. This nonsense that the CEO found a remote for an old, receiver or whatever the hell it was in their garage. And his wife was like, hey, why don't we list it on eBay? No, you're not listing anything on eBay. You could throw that $30 remote away and you'd never even, you haven't lost anything. So I don't buy that story. I don't buy the fact that any employee above just an entry-level employee probably doesn't sell very often. They talk about it in, who is it? The guy who, I forgot his name, but the guy over eBay search, was saying that he listed some things on eBay, and it's like, are you just saying that to relate to us? Because maybe you do, but you're not doing it on the level that we do it. A once in a while list and sale ain't the same as doing it every day for the most part. Snoopy says, cool hat, John. Well, thank you. It's one of my golf hats, but it does, I'm a guy, so I get a pass, right? So I don't match very well, but that's what we do. Devon's with us. Nice to see you, Devon. Gail says, I use the Sell Similar all the time. I think it would be horrible for them to get rid of that process.
Yeah, that'd be stupid.
Keith says, hi, John and Jenna.
Hi,
I'm here
Keith.
just to be lurking a bit as working on a repair job.
Keith!
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything's good.
I have
And
to go get a sweater,
I think it's kind of, are you that cold?
I'm freezing.
No way. I'm hot. This is how different we are. We're driving down the road. Okay, now it's probably 55 to 60 degrees outside. She's got her side. Now, my car, it allows you to do the dual climate control. So she's got her heater cranked. It says high. It's cranked up to the max, like it's 10 degrees outside. I have mine on like low because I want to offset her heat from her side of the car, and I'm just comfortable. I don't need all that. So we're totally different when it comes to in the summer she's always hot, and in the winter she's always cold. Are you all right?
Yep.
You're having some issues over there. But Keith, nice to see you. I know that you're not doing a lot of eBay anymore, so I'm happy that you're here hanging with us despite that. Duncan's got to pop out and post buyer orders. Okay, we'll have a good time with that. Kevin from hopefully somewhere in Florida says, good evening. Andre Squaw, what kind of cool gifts did you get at your exchange?
So the game was rigged in my favor.
For some people.
Yeah.
I got screwed.
What did? Oh no, you got
Well,
rub.
yeah, but come on now. Okay, so the thing is, what was like?
They
You
could
spend
have done better.
You
but
spend $50, right? We were shopping. We were looking at all the different places that rubs. It's like buy one thing of rub for $20, get the next one for 15, kind of thing.
And then we didn't buy any because that's the only thing that you could buy, John.
That's the only thing I really told anyone about. So I figured I was going to get some, but it's like
I should have got my jacket.
We had somebody there, and she is very hard to buy for, and she found the one thing, and it's like a lot more expensive, and I'm like, just go ahead and get it, right? So it's like when you do that, and then you're put on the opposite side of that spectrum, it's like, oh, I got kind of screwed on the deal, but nonetheless,
it is what
it is.
I think she deserves it. What I got her this really. I went to a boutique, one of these boutiques that's there, and I got her. It's a vest, and it's like an olive green, and then it had floral on it. It was just, you'd have to see it. It was super cute. But I got, my friend Michelle made me, so she made me a jean jacket that had patches on it like Christmas. So on the back, there's a giant big Santa on the back patch, and then there's a wreath up here, and then I think there's a little deer on one of the pockets, and then she did the stitching all on the collar and the sleeves. She did it. She changed the stitching to red, and it's so super cute. But she had already said to the one who like does all the planning, Michael, hey, I need to have Jenna because I made her gift. So I was like,
yeah. So she cheated a little bit.
She cheated a little bit, but it was in my favor. So
for me, it's like,
so I don't
right.
mind.
Well, it is what it is. It's just Christmas. I don't look at a successful holiday season as like how many gifts did I get. I don't even really care about the gift thing anymore.
No, it's about being able to spend time with our
Right.
friends that we don't get to do during the year.
Which is why I was, well, everyone was like, congratulations, you did good. I'm like, you know what? The only thing to me that would have been worth missing dinner with you guys was to finish like high up. Like even if the top like 7 places paid over $1,000, it's like, okay, that would have been cool, right? I'd have been kind of happier with that. And I'm not saying I'm upset about $500, but to me the trade-off just wasn't kind of there. It's like, all right, I missed hanging out with you guys the last night. Glenn Cameron says, I do now and again for long-tailed items and make adjustments. It doesn't hurt. I don't think it hurts at all. People will argue like, well, you're removing that listing. It's been already cataloged on Google Shopping, and that may be the case, but it only takes like 2 to 5 days, depending on how busy they are. In fact, I've been told that they could actually get your item cataloged as soon as 12 hours. When we did some research on this, 12 hours is sort of the fastest that they'll get to it, as far as re-indexing it through Google if you relist the item. But it's kind of like a 3 to 5 day average is what people see. So, there's a trade-off there. But I don't advocate doing it every day. I think that's excessive. I think you'll never get external sales. We talk, there's people that talk a lot about the automated shopping, the AI automated shopping, where you simply go into like a chat GPT. I'll do this through the Comet browser, the Perplexity AI browser, and say, I want this thing. Find me the lowest price. And it goes all over the place and finds the lowest price, including Google Shopping. So if you're doing the end item sell similar, end item relist process every day or even every third day, you're not going to get much exposure, if at all, on for those who are doing that. Now, someone said some of these programs out there, because there are programs, I just don't know what the names are, but some of these programs out there where you can go in and say, I want this kind of thing, and it'll look at all the websites. eBay is on some of these, so that's a good thing. But for like just a Perplexity AI or a ChatGPT or Grok or whatever you're using, it may not interface necessarily with eBay, and it certainly will with Google Shopping. And if your item is that frequently being ended and relisted, it's never going to pick it up. So I get that argument. I just don't like to do it any more frequently than every month, because I look at it like this. eBay is going to use a listing to every month. We have all, let's say you have 500 items in your store. 500 items every month is going to be earmarked for your listing bank, unless it's in a category that doesn't, take a listing. Well, I'd rather have that listing recycle as a fresh listing than a stale listing, and at the same expense. Let's see, who else do we have here? A lot of sidebar action. Jovis is impressive numbers, John and Jenna. Well, thank you. Our second store is like 30,000. We're not going to hit 200,000 combined between both stores this year, but it gives us a goal for next year to try to hit. So I think that's a doable goal. I think it's always a good idea to try to push yourself just a little bit more. If you set, like, if our goal was to say, I want to set 25% more sales next year than this year, I think that's a little too extreme. Especially, if you're not doing anything to change your situation. It's like that definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Well, it's even more insane, in my opinion, to do the same thing over and over again, expecting 25% increase in sales. So if you're not really doing anything to make sure you're getting to that goal, then you're just causing yourself to get demotivated. Like, man, I really was hoping to hit this mark, but you haven't done anything different. You're better off just not setting a goal. Like we were in this mode for years that we were just satisfied with what we had, because I didn't really know where I was going to put any more of the stuff. I have now so much extra space on these empty racks now that we have the ability to grow. They've taken this goldfish and put him in a bigger tank, and now I can grow. I just, it's a bad analogy, but
it's terrible.
just add it to my bad analogies. But goldfish will grow based on their environment. So if you have them in a small bowl, they're not going to ever grow. If you put them in a koi pond, they're going to get big. And then Duncan, I don't know if it's going to...
You can do it!
Oh, it did it. Wow.
It
did it.
Did it.
If it did it, you can do it. Amazon Seller 99 says, cold one, SWI streaming while intoxicated. No, this is a not sponsored by the channel, by the way. Dr. Pepper. 0. Rad Relics John says, I wouldn't want strangers coming into my house, John. It's how I feel. Haha. Well, they're not really strangers,
our
though.
family isn't aren't strangers.
Not really. Okay. Like, there's half of the party that we were hanging with, I really didn't know all that well. I mean, a few
Not
of them.
half.
Well,
It was
a few.
only two people.
Well, there's, so you don't know well enough to have them come and, like, come to your house and stay the night. But I get where you're coming from. But for the most part, people don't drive all the way out here to see us, unless we really know
and you want to hear what else we got to do?
What do we get to do?
We got to go to the Sphere and watch The Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
It was so cool.
Let me tell you, you have not seen The Wizard of Oz until you've gone to the Sphere to see The Wizard of Oz.
Amazing.
It was outstanding, and I don't even think anything I do at this point can bring it justice. I'm trying to find a clip. So this is kind of the way it was. I don't know if you can see that.
Hold on, back it up.
Oh, I gotta get this off here. Back it up.
Right there is fine.
So that was the opening part, but I want to show
Show the colors.
Well, I want to show when it was just. So during this part right here, where the tornado was coming in, it was blowing debris throughout the auditorium, and the seats were shaking, and you can see things are like blowing around, blowing past this. That's not on the screen. That's actually stuff like blowing on us.
Yeah.
It was just outstanding. Like the color, I'll show you. But you had butterflies flying around. They had butterflies flying around on like next to the. I try to show the butterflies flying around.
You can't see them.
I know. I was trying to show. So that's it right there. A little more of that.
Are we gonna get a copyright strike?
I don't know. Probably. Well, Uber Eats wants me to eat. But it's just
no. Those were cool.
well, they had some.
They had flying.
They
monkeys.
had flying monkeys like up on the thing, ready to go when they got to that scene. And so, it was just a cool thing. I mean,
It was
look,
so cool.
I'm not a big Wizard of Oz fan.
Neither am I, but that to see it the way we saw it was.
How about
really
this?
Cool.
How about this? They're under the apple tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like near the beginning where they're going around, they go under the apple tree, and all these apples start falling from the ceiling of the auditorium. These souvenir apples.
Little like just foam red apples.
Yeah, and like people are selling them right now on eBay for like $30, right? But you could buy them in the souvenir shop for $10, and they're just falling from the ceiling. People are grabbing at them and stuff. It was just totally cool.
It was way cool.
Totally cool. I didn't like the fact that we spent $170 for seats to go to that, but when it was all over with, I kind of think it was kind of worth it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Paul says, there's two of you in that shirt, Jenna. Doesn't show. Ha ha ha.
Yes, there's two of me in the Yellowstone shirt. Thomas S.
Got Land Shark, and John wants to know what he's doing there. He's hanging out, just listening. Dan Decor shipped 260 orders since December 1st. Record-setting stuff for the business. That's great.
Awesome.
That's good to hear. A lot of times we talk about, the thought of maybe this year could be the year where there's slow sales. I can't wait till because it's going to happen. The economy runs in waves and different cycles. I can't wait till we hit a boom and we start, really getting a lot of sales, regardless of the time of year. Duncan says, while I'm up the road posting about 20 minutes, you're in Troll Patrol. Talking to Devon there. Yeah. Paul says, was that a diatribe record? Someone called Guinness immediately. Very short one, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. John says, I'm taking photos and watching. I don't really feel like taking photos. No, I hear you. That's not the reason why I got the light box. It's, I'll have a big box full of parts that I pulled, and it's like I'm out in the garage, and maybe on a day where it's really cold or in the summer when it's really hot, I don't have to do that. I can just come right in here and boom, in the nice climate-controlled house. Joe says, don't forget to use your eBay coupon. I just used mine. We always use ours at the beginning of the quarter so that there is no forgetting, and we just do it.
Yeah.
Todd says, did I miss the diatribe? Dang it, I'm here now. Oh, so you just tune in after the diatribe. You come in and hang out. I see how it is. Paul says, I think I'm handing out supplies to the homeless in 2 cities. Christmas Eve day, not nailed on yet. I'll swap you, John, if you like. LOL. If you could fly me out to the UK, I will gladly fill in for you. Duncan says, stop eating all the peanuts. These are the Cajun ones are the ones that are like, they have like a sweet heat. It's sweet, and then the heat kicks in. It's so good. Devon says, John, my husband is in Vegas for a work golf tournament this week.
A work golf
So he's
tournament.
a pro golfer then.
So he's a pro golfer.
You didn't say that before.
What the heck? You should have come with him. And then met up with us.
Man.
We could have gone to Cowboy Christmas.
There's so many things that you can go and look at. Most of it's country western stuff, but heck, for me, there's still cool things to see, and the food, all the different food things you can buy. It's like, okay, we're probably gonna go Saturday, because I'd like to stock up on a lot of the soup kits and the dip mixes and all this stuff. Hands off my fudge, says Todd. Or Larry Todd. Landshark says, shouldn't you be taking a nap, Todd? The Tampa Bay Pickers with us. Nice to see you.
Hello.
And Michelle R. says, good evening. Get off my lawn. Jody says, hi, John, Jenna, and FA Chat. I hope you're all well and had a great weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a great weekend.
Your weekend, Jody?
So the plan for this week is for the members, we're going to do a live on Wednesday at the normal time, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. We like to do at least once every month, but now that the distractions have left, I can hang with you guys for a solid hour and a half or so and go through maybe anybody who volunteers their store, or we can go through and talk, look at different things if you want. So we kind of break it down a little bit. We go a little deeper, do a deeper dive than we do on any of these lives, because some of you guys just don't want to tune in for that. You know, you hear for the community, and some want to really kind of use it as a learning experience, because we're looking at our own store. Maybe we don't know or we're not aware of maybe some things that we're doing that we could be doing differently, or maybe we're already doing great and we can share our success with other people too. So it's a cool little time that we get together. Landshark, watch out, or I'll report your listings to Todd. Sutter's Mill says, everyone using ChatGPT for pricing. Prompt, based on these sold prices and sell-through rate, what is the smartest pricing strategy? I don't really know if I trust AI enough just yet to price, because I don't know where it's getting it from. You know, if it's looking at the manufacturers, like I sell open box items, so it's going to look at your items as new sometimes when it's not, or it's open box or it's used, and I just don't know if I want to trust that. I'd rather do the pricing on my side first. Yes, Duncan is offering a Flipan Easy Ain't membership for $599 a week. Mm-hmm. So go sign up.
Payable to me.
Yeah, our membership's only $2.99, so we keep it cheap, but we keep it to where only the serious people are there. Keith says, when I was reselling on eBay, I normally give the male guys, that's been good all year, a bonus of $100, £100. But this year, since not reselling, I'm donating it to the local children's hospital instead.
Oh, good.
We will be doing the same with our carrier, probably in the next week or so. When we get a little closer to Christmas, we'll give them a little card or something. Got my sale, says Glenn. Nice to see that. That's awesome. Duncan says mid-January his wife will be in Asia for 6 weeks. I'll be home alone. Oh, what will you ever do, Duncan?
Again, what you can have like unlimited KFC. She won't tell you no.
Yeah. That's not going to be healthy.
It's not good for you.
Jovial says ramblers, scramblers, and gamblers in Vegas during the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. Yes. And it's busy.
True. Oh, my God.
Lights everywhere. Christmas lights all over, like Vegas. It's in the casinos. It's crazy. And it was really hard to get out of there on Saturday. All these cowboys in town and stuff.
I'm telling you, we couldn't, me and Michelle and the girls were trying to find parking when we got back to the casino. There was no parking. None. It was awful. They
have the National Finals of Rodeo, so it's like a 2-week period where they do the qualifying for the rodeo, the final day or whatever it is. And they have like all the concerts, like they had the Lainey Wilson. All the like everyone in that group went. We were like, we're not paying $900 a ticket to go to that concert. Hell no. And he said that it lasted until like 12:30. They were done at 12:30, that concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was at T-Mobile Arena, but I ain't paying $900 for that at all. I think the tickets for the rodeo were like insanely high. They didn't even go to the rodeo this year because of it. John says, what is a good gift for the male lady or man? You know what? My thing is, a good gift is just straight up hard cash. Yep. Or a gift card, right? Because unless you really know them, like I could probably buy like fishing gear for my mailman. I know that he likes fishing, but then again, I don't know him that well on that level. I don't know if he needs a new fishing pole. Just get him a gift card or her a gift card or cash. Devon says, I thought today was Tuesday. No, it ain't Tuesday yet.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yeah, spiders playing in my computer.
Oh, no.
Normally it's the dust. I don't have dust. I clean this off every so often.
No, it's a clear case so we can see.
I have to get in there.
There's no monkeys in there.
I have to get in there and
Spiders,
maybe do a little upgrade
nothing.
action. Something's going on here.
Yeah, because this side over here keeps glitching.
So Ended to Flip says, on my screen the hat looks green with a black clover. That's what it is. It's a green.
It's like a teal green. But you...
Okay,
Keep going.
moving on. Spam says, OMG, you two are hilarious. I need to get her a hi-ya. Hi-ya!
No, I will give you a real hi-ya. How about that?
Todd says, weekend sales were on fire, not
Who
promoted.
liked our real little tree? Oh, thanks, Keith.
Yeah, Keith.
Rhonda gave us that, 2 years ago? Was it 2 years ago?
Let's see. Devon's son's in Italy. Oh.
Oh, lucky dog.
Paul says, my Mac and Wi-Fi were playing up earlier. Maybe AI is beginning the takeover. Maybe. That's the scary thing. You really don't know until it's still too late.
Kind of scary, actually.
Let's see what else we have. Callie Debs has had a great sale as I hung out at the beach yesterday.
The beach!
Beautiful weather here in SoCal. It's 81 degrees today.
Yeah. That is one thing I do miss about California.
Yeah, it's
the
not
only
too
thing.
hot in the summer. It's not too cold in the winter, right? So here it's too hot in the summer and it gets kind of too cold in the winter.
It's very cold here.
Paul said, I just had pizza. Hobbits have second breakfast. Counts have second dinners. And to flip it says 11th place out of 300 is pretty darn good. It's pretty good.
That's what we were saying to him, and he was like all mopey and stuff.
I was
and
bummed
like,
out. I'm like, it's okay. It makes up for the losses. So you're hanging out with everyone at the casino, and you're kind of goofing around. My buddy Tim, he's a freaking maniac. Okay, he'll come to town, and he's like, I only came with 2,500. He'll come to town, and he will either lose it all in one night, or he will be up like $10,000. And he's playing. So he's like, hey, let's all put $100 on the roulette wheel. I'm like, I guess I'll be part of it. And he's putting like $40 on a number, like different numbers, and it's like, man, that thing hits. You're getting paid, but that didn't happen. He was getting just hammered the whole time. Let's see. eBay is my thing. Good sales for sure, says Todd.
Good.
That's always good to know. Record Crate says, hi, John and Jenna. Adam here. Nice to see you, Adam.
Hello, Adam.
I'll try to remember that. Record Crate is Adam. Jovial says, John, share that soda with your wife. I've never seen Jenna so parched. You want my soda?
No,
She's got a water right next to her.
I have water. I drink a lot of water. Like probably like 5 or 6 of these a day. And so sometimes I just want something that has flavor.
Duncan says, oh no, John, speaking French again. Parlez voix qui acquis. Yep, I'm sure that gets you arrested for saying that. Brenda Smith says, I've had a consistent eBay sale, but busy closing my dad's antique booth by the end of December. His house is going to be on the market soon.
Yeah, she's been working hard on all that
Just
stuff.
get through the end of the year. You know what? Just write off the rest of this year. Is do the best that you can and start 2026 with a clean slate. That's kind of the way to go there. Derek says, high of 70 degrees tomorrow. Have a few days this week in the 70s. That's good too. Nothing wrong with that.
70's not bad. I could handle that.
I have a golf tournament on Sunday morning that I'm playing in. So local friend
he
said,
thought
hey.
it was yesterday.
I was telling everyone, I got to go play golf tomorrow too. And I looked at it last night or Saturday night, and I'm like, ooh, it's next weekend. I could sleep in.
Yeah, he went to go set his alarm, and he's like, oh, wait. I got the date wrong.
So I used the time to put this, to set up this light box. Well, I had to set up the room because I had to take the table here for that light box, which caused me to put my computer here instead of down on the table. Keith says, bonjour Jean et Virginia, et je vous souhaite un joyeux Noël et une bonne année.
Oh, no. Honey, just
So
don't.
bad. Devon says, after the game, really, John? Yes, really.
No, the
it's called
game
having
is on
play-
until 10 o'clock.
No, it's not on till 10. The
It
game
is.
starts at 5:15. It's done at 8. It's fine. Prime time TV. We'll be fine. Okie time to run up the road before it gets too hot. I'll be back. That's awesome.
It's so weird how it's summertime for him.
I know, out in Australia.
Just weird.
Paul says, Jenna, that's Spam's handle on another site where we're friends. I would never be mean to Bridget. LOL. Crimey River says, good evening, FAA family. Hello, John and Jenna. Hopefully this time my name shows correctly.
Daisy.
If not, it's Daisy.
Well, I knew it was Daisy because of the daisies in the profile picture.
Yes, I'll have to. We're keeping mental notes.
We're trying. We're really trying.
Inna Flippa says, I'm watching a different screen now. A hat looks teal with a black clover.
Yes.
It's
like
green.
a teal green. Yes.
John says, I've been burned so many times by Sell Similar, I just don't use it anymore. The eBay AI will fill in most of the information from your title, photos when you upload them. See, I agree with the whole Sell Similar burning you, where somehow your item is like still in the ended mode. You didn't end it. You didn't delete those, and it gets stuck in your next batch. And then you have an item that may be either duplicate listing. It should still tell you have a duplicate listing, but maybe you just sold it, right? And you the next day you're doing a Sell Similar on an item that's already sold. Well, that's not going to alert you that there's a duplicate, and then you can get really screwed. But the cool thing is using relist instead of Sell Similar, it deletes it for you. So okay. Let's see. John says, John isn't losing weight. He's addicted to nuts. I really don't eat nuts a lot.
He never normally eats nuts.
I don't.
But he tested them at Cowboy Christmas, and he was like, I gotta get a pack of these.
Yeah, now it's like
he's eating the whole thing.
I can't stop. I mean, I don't eat during the lives. Otherwise,
what was the other one? They were candied what?
They're in here. They're cinnamon, like a cinnamon candy almond. So I had her give me
those are okay.
I had to fill up the bag 3/4 of the way with the Cajun peanuts and the other quarter with almonds.
Peanuts I could do without.
It was good.
I wanted to try the cashews.
Let's see. Jody says, "Way to go, Jenna."
Thanks.
And again, not a lot of really solid like reselling talk. If that's what you're tuned in for, we're just here to hang out with the community and everything. If there's a question that you guys have, that you guys want to know about something, how to handle a situation, drop a question, and I'll be sure to get to it.
Thank you, everyone. I see your great jobs. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I feel so much better when it comes to like my clothing fitting. I have to buy a lot more clothes, so.
Believe 06 says hello. Nice to see you, Believe.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Paul says, congratulations, Jenna. You look great. John,
Thanks.
too. I said that in a very manly voice. You look great.
You look great.
Believe says, I found some Babe items on Depop, and they're
Babe?
selling, maybe baby items, on Depop, and they're selling for dirt cheap on there. They look real. That'd be a good idea to buy, then resell. So I'm not familiar. If Babe is an actual name of a brand, I'm not familiar with it, but
or is it baby?
Could be, but then again, it's capitalized, so it may be just a brand. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is. If you can buy it for $5 and flip it for a profit $20, or if it's worth your time, the last thing you really want to do, like one thing that you could do right now, if you're in the Vegas area, you can go over to the Sphere. If you get into their little gift shop there, buy up all their apples for $10, and you can sell them for $30 all day. And they're very light.
I don't know that you can get into you have to buy a ticket to get in.
Go see it one time and then buy all their apples. $29.99, and the shipping on that's free shipping. Free shipping on that, it's gonna be like $4, $4 or $5. And so you think, okay, I'm making $15 profit, then eBay's got to get their cut. If making $7 per unit after everything's said and done is worth your time, then that's kind of a similar example. So make sure that the juice is worth the squeeze. If it's worth it for you to deal with that, maybe you don't have any other real solid sourcing. If you have other good opportunities, don't pass those up to do this. So it's definitely an idea. People source online all the time and flip their stuff on eBay. Chaos for Hire says, what do you do when you go to ship out your orders and you have one that eBay says the address is an issue and has too many characters.
Oh, I have the answer.
I can't say anything because I don't want to step on your toe.
Please don't. So you take, let's say it says, Jenna is the best shipper ever. And it's too many characters. You take half of it and just highlight it so that you can copy it. Then take it down and put it in where it says address to put it right there, and delete it from the top, the address 1. So you're going to break up whatever they wrote you, whatever it says, just break it up into address 1 and address 2 and remove it from the rest of what you put on 2 from 1. And that will fix that problem.
But even if it's still too long,
no, it won't. I've had some people where they're in Puerto Rico and the address is like all kinds of crazy, and I just take half of it, put it in the second address box, delete it from the first line, and then it always works. Every time.
Zizzlepug or ZZ Lepug says, sell similar, you have to push the 3 dots on the top right. It's there. Yeah, I don't really mess with the app too much when it comes to that. We do work with the app, but not when it comes to doing that process. We're always on the computer.
Yeah.
Nose Addict says, hey guys, happy holidays. Weekends keep going well. Love it. That's awesome.
Good.
Good to hear.
Happy holidays.
Oh, Spam's talking about our favorite USPS employee. Meanie Lady at the post office was okay today because I now know they have a scan maximum. I went back in line 4 times. I was doing racing laps.
I can just picture it.
But now they have a scan maximum. So why do they have to make you go in the back of the line? Why can't they? Okay, now I've never heard of such a policy. If she's showing you that it's not allowing her to, then okay, fine. That's your limitation, not mine.
Yeah.
So go ahead and scan, and then try the next batch as if I'm a new customer. Don't make me stand in line again. That's just rude. You're there to perform business. There's no need for all that. And to be honest with you, at this point, and maybe it's just me, I would be getting the name of the postmaster and email address and writing in. Keith says, John and Jenna, have a coffee or a fresh one on me. Just my way of saying thank you for all you do. The community love you both. We love you, and part of me is happy. Well, most of me is happy that you found a little bit better way to source and make a living, make it work, right? Than just eBay. But that's where the sadness comes because you're not, you're not.
But you're still here.
But you're still here, so that's good, right?
No matter whether you're here or not, we love you.
But thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it.
You are here.
Jovia says, shut up, Jenna girl. That's awesome. Way to go.
Oh, thank you.
Jackie Bleckner says 24 degrees in Connecticut.
Oh, heck no. No, ma'am. That's
Chaos for Hire says, I love the seller. Similar feature. I see terrible listings that somehow sells. You're gonna look. The thing is, you can go right now and search for anything you want on eBay, and you're going to come across some things. And I'm looking at the solds at this point. You can look up solds and find horrible titles. You can see horrible pictures, and you wonder, how the hell did this person sell this item? Good question. But the idea is to give yourself the best chance to make the sale, doing all the things. And sometimes you might have an item that's listed. Maybe I've seen this happen because I have multiple shipping policies. Maybe I have the wrong shipping policy where that rate is way too high, and which is why it's not selling. And all I got to do in there is go in and do that end item sell similar. I'm not waiting months to do it. It's a 30-day period. And then I go in there and fix whatever's wrong with it, and usually that'll get the listing going to fix whatever's wrong with the listing.
9 degrees, Spam?
Wow. In Vermont.
What? How?
Wow.
Oh.
Devon's is 49 degrees in Idaho, which is warm, lots of rain.
Lots of rain?
We like rain.
I mean, we like rain, but I would like to be in front of my fireplace with that.
Got Josh Galt says, hello, John, Jen, and chat.
Josh!
The CEO, he's really busy usually, so for him to come in and say hi. That's awesome. Derek says, I think eBay is more worried about how much money they can make off of their sellers when an item sells than they are about changing the sell similar button. But you're right, but it's just a knee-jerk reaction. So if sellers are going to get all in an uproar about this new policy coming in January with promoted listings, and their argument is, well, if someone comes into my item with no intention on buying and they're just doing research, how are you going to charge me the promoted rate when the buyer doesn't find it with promoted? This is their knee-jerk reaction to fix that problem, where the fix should really be don't implement that, right? But when it comes to their money, they're not going to change course. I think that's the one thing I've learned about corporate America, is that they're not going to change course. I saw something, and I don't know where this conversation came from. I think I saw a video. It's about football, where the commissioner of the NFL, they were making like 20 years ago, the league was making like $7 to $8 billion a year, right? And then he said, well, by the end of my term or whatever, like in the mid 2020s, we'll be at like 20 million, a billion a year. And people were like, how the hell is that going to happen? And they find ways, creative ways. And I think the discussion, I saw a video, they're talking about Red Zone. Anybody watch NFL Red Zone, where it shows just the good plays of all the games, so you don't have to like click and change channels? And it used to be touted as 7 hours of commercial-free football. And now, starting the end of last year and this year, they started adding commercials in that thing. And it's like everything's getting commercialized at the expense of the experience. And the experience on eBay, you can't even go into a listing anymore without running into dozens of other people's listings. It's just like, it's getting to the point where it's just ridiculous. But that's just the way it is. The experience is not as important as the profit.
Wait, Spam corrected the degrees. What did it say?
I don't know.
Scroll just one thing up. Just a no.
5 degrees.
5 degrees?
5 degrees. It just dropped 5 degrees.
Oh, no.
Time to sell collectibles. I stopped promoting, started sending newsletters, and Run Sales also send offers to viewers every Thursday. My listing impressions down 46.6%, but listing page views up. Unicorns are selling.
Nice.
And so you gotta try to balance all that with what works for what you're selling. I could never. Now look, if I was to do something like that, sending a newsletter out, someone who bought a toilet seat for me last year might say, yeah, you know what, the guest bathroom might need another toilet seat. Let's go back and get one because ours was great. We don't have any toilet seats for sale, so they're going to go away empty-handed. So the idea of me putting out a newsletter would have no results at all. But having a coupon that maybe is just a private coupon for people who bought from you. You put a little slip in their package that has the exclusive coupon code. You know that they're going to be coming back because you have more of what they want. Then I think that's a good idea. These will help your conversion rate, and they'll help offset. My only thing is this: if you have competition, if you want your items to be shown in other people's listings, for instance, well, in the video I did, the last video I put out, it showed that there's 5 places in a listing where your item, and this is on the PC, I'm not quite sure if it's the same on the app, but there's 5 places where your item can show up in someone else's listing. 4 of those 5 sections require you to be sponsored. Only 1 does not mention sponsored. So it's much harder to get that kind of extra exposure for your item if you're not promoting in some way. And my argument always kind of turns around to what happens if you did all these things and promote. What kind of, you're driving more traffic to your listings and you're improving your conversion rate. So I think these are 2 different things, but you're driving more traffic to your store, and I think that could help drive volume. Paul says, I'm doing a community gardening project again at Cliff Castle tomorrow. It's raining, and there is storm warnings next 2 days, but it's always raining in the UK.
Yeah.
Almost always. It's like Seattle. Keith says, John, oh boy, he's speaking to me, and I'm not going to speak that because I
no.
have no idea what you're saying. Remember, I took French in high school, and my mind wasn't on school, so I just got through.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know what you said, but I love you anyway.
Yeah. Keith says, John Jenna, I might not be reselling anymore, but you guys are family. Of course, I'll still be here for you. Well, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you 100%.
Yes.
20 degrees in South Coast, Massachusetts.
Oh, no.
And you know, it's funny because 20 degrees here in the U.S. seems like a pretty nice day in the U.K. because they deal with Celsius. We deal with Fahrenheit. So like 55 degrees in Washington would be like, hell no, it's too hot. But that's Fahrenheit.
55. 55's manageable. That's definitely sweater weather.
The Midwest is getting a solar vortex.
Yeah.
Polar solar.
I did hear about that.
Let's see. Going through here, we got Paul says, I stopped reselling a while ago now, but come back for John, Jenna, and awesome folks. Who knows? I may start again one day. Well, I miss your stories about how you. Whoops. Bear with me a second. I don't know if you can still see me because the screen got knocked off. Okay, I miss your stories where you were breaking stuff and all that, all that good stuff. That stuff we dread. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys, and even more so to you folks in the UK, where it's like in the middle of the night right now, and you could be doing like other things like sleep, and you decide to tune in. That is awesome to me. Let's see. Alzy Blades says, conversational AI that you described is beginning to change how people search for items. ChatGPT partnered with Shopify this past summer. I didn't know that. It will become a bigger deal in 2027, I think. Heck, I think AI as we know it right now, fast forward to 2026, next year at this time, you're going to see AI is going to be just totally different. I'm excited for it, and I'm sort of getting kind of the point where I don't know how much further I want to see AI advance. Because, yes, AI can help us with our businesses, but it can also put people out of jobs, and when people have no work, what's going to happen to all the people that are driven out of a job because of AI? Well, I have an idea. They're going to tune into YouTube to try to find ways to make money, and they're going to come across channels like this and others that are like, you know what? I can go to yard sales. I can go to the bins. I can go to estate sales. I can go do all the things, and guess what? It's going to be a lot more difficult for us to make that money because we have competition. We have more competition, and that's my biggest concern. Is I don't want to see people losing their jobs because of this AI thing. And sadly, there's a report I read a few years ago, actually a couple years ago, I think at this point, where they said like 60 to 70% of the workforce is going to be put out of a job because of AI. And that is a scary thought. Let's see what else we have. Devon likes Dr. Pepper Zero. Let's see, Spam says, I legit thought you were just talking to Paul. I think you were talking about the Stranger Things on Netflix for a moment. By the way, the Stranger Things cereal is delicious. I haven't eaten cereal in years. Honor Scholar, that would be awesome to watch at the Sphere. It is awesome. And they had, I think the Sphere holds, has to be at least like 10,000 people, maybe 5,000. I don't know. There's a lot there. I mean, it goes way up, and I felt a number of times because we're high up. They say that the best seat in the house for that is the higher seats because you could see everything. I felt like there's a couple times I was going to fall going up the stairs. It's that steep, but it was a cool experience nonetheless. Derek says Dr. Pepper cream soda is pretty good. Yes, that is good. We have a rotation. We have the cherry, we have the cream soda, we have the regular Dr. Pepper, we have a few of the others to kind of keep it. And we don't drink. I drink like one, maybe two a day. I don't drink any more than that. Paul says, from what I've seen, I can imagine it's fantastic, guys. Pricey, but worth it. It's worth it for a one-time experience. It's just a cool thing. And I wasn't sure what was going on because it came out. It started in black and white, which is the original movie, and I'm like, my first thought, because I haven't seen Wizard of Oz in many years, and I'm like, this is gonna suck if this thing is all black and white. So we're watching it, and then of course she steps into the land of Oz, and it's all. And they added CGI, guys. They added some CGI to this to where, like, you could see up the tree, like the ants going up the tree and all that. It was that detailed. It was definitely worth going. If you're a Wizard of Oz fan, it's definitely worth the experience. Keith says you won't get a copyright strike unless you show more than 10 seconds continuously. Oh, that's interesting. And I really didn't show it in its full form either. I had it on my phone. Devon says, sounds really cool. I would like to see Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. Yeah, it's very popular. In fact, when they first told us, hey, we're going to go to the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere, they had some site that had the tickets at like $300 to $400 a pop. I'm like, no. You got to really go on a shop like StubHub to get the best deals. Let's see. Spam says, I saw a preview of the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere and it actually brought a tear to my eye. I'm a mushy bucket mess. You would have loved it if it just watching a preview made you feel that way. Going there was really, really cool. I just can't. I'm not even a big Wizard of Oz fan. Joey says, wow, that had to be so awesome to see until you said they had flying monkeys. Those damn monkeys scares the bejesus out of me. So they had these damn monkeys like soaring through like above the audience, but we were so high up that they didn't. It just showed. It's just you see them flying, but they weren't like. The experience I think they wanted to give was you're like in the middle, and the monkeys were flying with the other monkeys on the show, but it was still cool nonetheless. Brenda says, Diet Lime Coke was limited time in my area, about 12 packs down to the last one. I'm just not a big lime guy. Really, I'm not a big lime guy. Got Brett says, hope everyone is doing well and enjoying the end of the year sales. Best past 30 days of the year sales for me for sure. People buying expensive items full price with no haggle. Love it. Yeah, it's getting down to the nitty gritty where they need to get their gifts. Now, are you still selling a lot of the Mitchell and Ness stuff that you were selling before when you're out in California? I'm curious. Devon says, I found a big roll of eBay tape at Pure Bins and really cool vintage Stanley cooler, which is still in his truck at the airport. They had one booth at the Cowboy Christmas where they had all these Stanley cups that were like blinged out. We didn't even try to see how much they were because it's like, I'm sure there's like every bit of $150, $200, but they're customized. But it's like, I think the Stanley Cups, if I'm being honest with you, and I've never used a Stanley Cup before, they can't be better than a Yeti. And to me, Yetis are overpriced. I think Stanley's is running with the hype. Shopping with Cheryl's with us. Nice to see you. And flipping from the trailer. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for rolling in here. Derek says, our members live is great. I learn something new every time. And that's why I like to try to change it up too. I don't want to just make it a store review every time. So if you guys have ideas on what you'd like to see on the members live, we can dive into whatever you want. Into Flippin says, ChatGPT does pretty well with pricing, but I have found some pretty good prompts. Yeah, there's a lot of things that AI is going to be able to help me with, like for instance the lives. So it's kind of been blah. I still have the same outros, same intros. What I'm going to do is see if some of these AI prompts can help me develop, or at least give me instructions on how to create a better live stream. So hopefully we'll see that like maybe the beginning of the year or whatever. Let's see. And it to flip it says ChatGPT. I think I read that one. Shopping with Cheryl. Is there any way to see how long someone else his listing has been up on eBay? I think when you click on the listing, it'll say start time. And I don't think that's limited to just an auction. I think that's in there. It's on the browser. I don't think it's on the app. Paul says, I'll probably definitely not be here on Friday. I've been talking to a bar brawl starting around lunchtime. So if I cam on, I'd make even less sense. Or if I came on, I'd make less sense than normal.
That would be fun to watch, though.
Derek says, our members' lives have helped me grow my store and learn from the mistakes I'm making that I'm not seeing myself. And sometimes you just need another set of eyes to say, why are you doing this that way? Just some constructive criticism, right? Because you might be doing it that way and it's causing you to have some success on the other side of that coin. And maybe it's something that others might say, you know what? I haven't thought of trying that. Let me try that, you know? Pros 826 says, I have a t-shirt on Depop that has 29 likes.
That's Pat. That's Pat.
Okay, it's Pat Rose.
Yeah.
P Rose. Pros. 29 likes on Depop for a t-shirt. I've lowered the price, but still no actual purchase. Any suggestions? So it tells me that they are clicking into your listing. So they're seeing your item, but something about it is causing them to click away. Could it be that everyone out, this is just something I've noticed about my own listings. Could it be that I'm selling in a category where almost every listing offers free shipping and mine is the only one that doesn't? So they think, ooh, $29. I'll buy that. And they're like, oh no, it's sticker shock. This is actually $40 because of the shipping. So they click away and find the one for $39.99 free shipping. I don't know. But that could be what's happening. Could be maybe the photos, maybe something that's going on within the listing that's causing them to click away. And for some on eBay, they could be having that problem, and it could be your return policy. Something as simple as your return policy. Something that, oh, no returns, well, that doesn't speak too well of the item you're selling. They start thinking, well, why would they say no returns if I have an issue with it? So they go away and they find another seller. Shopping with Cheryl says, I got a rechargeable hand warmer for my mail guy. Okay.
Oh, wow. That's a great idea.
They have them.
I did pick up some disposable hand warmers this weekend.
Cash, there's a reason it's king. Yes. Michelle R. says, my post office was absolutely jam-packed today with people sending packages.
Yeah. I was just talking to the mail guy, and he said that they have been out till 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. He said the latest one night he was out until 1:30 in the morning.
Ah.
I was like, oh no.
Clifton from the trailer says, can they accept gifts?
You know, we had this discussion last year, I think, and I don't think they're supposed to. But I don't know.
But if they open the door and you said you have a
policy,
you have an envelope with a bill in there or a gift card in there, and you go, oh, by the way, you dropped this. Oh, okay. So last year I gave our mail carrier the envelope, and he kind of put it in his shirt pocket.
Yeah.
You know, of course, you don't want to be like, oh, what's this? And start counting through the cash. Like, okay, now it looks like you're paying off the driver. Yeah. So yeah,
maybe
I'm sure.
Maybe we bake some cookies and then give them the cookies.
Oh, I know even better. What did I say I wanted to make here in the next couple weeks?
Tamales.
That's right.
Yes.
I bet if I hand him like a 6-pack or 12-pack of tamales with an envelope attached to it, he'd be very happy because John can make some tamales. I'm just saying. So
we did that for Christmas, not this last Christmas, but the Christmas beforehand. We did do tamales for Christmas, and me and my daughter-in-law and my daughter all sat in there and rolled them all up.
Yeah, Derek had mentioned this. The pennies are going bye-bye. Next will be nickels and so on. I watched a video where this guy went to Home Depot. He paid in cash. It was like $10.41, and they gave him change off of a 20. And he's like, "Where's the rest of my change?" They gave him like. They shorted him his penny. Yeah,
it was kind of annoying because this weekend when we were shopping, it was an issue where I don't carry cash at all ever, and so I only have a card. Well, all the other ladies had cash, so I'm like, I'll pay the bill, just give me the cash, and then they gave me the cash. But when I went shopping and used the cash, they gave me an entire handful of nickels. And she's like, I'm so sorry. We don't have pennies. I was like, okay. So
yeah,
I put that pile of change on.
Is that where that came from?
Yes.
Because I wouldn't normally put it there. I'd put it in my little.
I didn't know where your money thing was.
So yeah, I mean, pretty soon we're not going to be dealing. At some point, it's going to be bills only. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to pull that crap off, rounding things up, rounding things
Yeah,
down.
because there's already people that are getting upset because they're rounding down instead of rounding up. Well,
rounding. Well, basically saying that your 1 cent change that you get back is no longer happening.
Yeah.
It's like, no, he's like, you're going to give me a nickel.
Yeah.
If you don't have a penny, you give me a nickel, and they came over and gave him a nickel.
Yeah.
Duncan says, "Hey Keith, you're now number 2."
Oh. Thank you, Duncan.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Maybe we'll go to KFC for sure.
You get a kiss too.
Let's see. Some sidebar.
Oh, look who joined the chat since we said tamales.
Who did? Oh, Primo. Yes. I make some pork tamales with like the red sauce, and I also do the chicken with the green sauce. It's a very Christmassy theme.
Good. I could use some of that tonight.
Paul says, John, have you heard of the Star Wars burlesque show, The Empire Strips Back, coming to a city near me February? I'm tempted and allowed as I'm single. LOL.
You go and let us know how it goes.
Yeah. And wear your meta glasses. Time to sell collectibles. It is 28 tonight in Maryland.
Brr, it's so cold.
Oh, man. Yes, fashion, you are a little late, but
that's okay.
Better than never, so you're here. That's awesome. Got Time to Sell Collectibles. Says, Jenna, try Propel 6 flavors, 1 great taste. Sounds like a commercial.
Oh, the Propel, is that the water, the flavored water? I got to find a new drink since I can't have ices anymore, says Rhonda.
Biff says, John, what would you pay for a Raiders Super Bowl ticket?
Oh, boy.
Would that be your number 1 bucket list event?
Only if somebody was paying for the ticket for him.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't have to...
don't forget, this guy is mega
It's not
cheap.
mega cheap. It's not mega cheap. I'd rather go to an Angels. See, the Angels are my top franchise, but of course, football season, Raiders are my team. But you would,
if somebody were to give you a ticket to the Super Bowl, you would be super
if they gave
pumped.
it to me?
Yeah.
And I knew what the resale value was?
No, stop it.
Okay.
You would go
I'm
for
a reseller.
the experience.
But we have Keith, 5 gift memberships.
Oh,
thank you, buddy.
You. So guess who got one?
Okay, you name it.
Paul got one. Count 1970. And then Spam got one. Jane's Jungle Safari. I Heart. What does that say? I can't read that. Honey.
Go ahead.
Is it I Heart? I Hear Tipsy Lock. Is that what that says? And then, what does that say? Close to Nature 29.
Woody Hayes.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That used to be a major joke in our house with John.
Got him!
Jonathan.
That person that does that, by the way, these nuts. That guy, he lives out in Vegas.
Yeah,
He's a Vegas
goes down to the Fremont and does.
He does. He's one of the acts down there.
Performing. It's ridiculous.
Derek says, I was thinking about that old school Snoop Dogg song. Woody Hayes says, by the time John gets to this, he'll be like, what? Nope, I was there. Biff says, I turned on EIS for the first time since it was debuted, and I got a couple of international sales. And see, for what you actually sell, I think EIS would be a great thing. I would say go with it. If you know, someone like me, I don't want wasted impressions. I don't want someone in the UK looking up something I have for sale that they're never going to buy because of the shipping.
Yeah.
We got Basket Noodle. It's on Tubi for free.
What's on Tubi?
Probably the Super Bowl, I think. Brett says, how do you like that loss this last weekend? Are the Broncos going to win the Super Bowl? No. They'll make the playoffs. I don't think they're getting past the Bills, though. Vasquez says, it's a wonderful movie, not the one about the little kid with the BB gun. No, not that one. I don't know which one you're talking about.
I'm confused. Oh, is he talking about Wizard of Oz?
Did they have a BB gun? No BB gun.
No, not the BB gun, but the other comment.
For reals, though, how long does it take to scan a package?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, those people are there to do a job. It doesn't matter if you have 5 packages or 100. They're there to do a job, and it takes literally 1 second to scan a freaking package. Get out of here with that. I would be on the news because they would have to escort me out of there.
So let's do this.
What?
We're going to read some more comments here, but let's give away a
Christmas
tree cat.
story.
Okay. See, I'm not familiar with Christmas story.
Okay.
As crazy as that sounds,
Yeah,
I'm not a big Christmas story person.
I've never seen it.
So let's do this. Let's give away a tree cat hat and shirt.
Okay.
We try to do this, every...
I almost wore my tree cat shirt, but I dripped makeup on it when I was getting ready.
Yeah, so let's do that, and I'll play a little blurb for Tree Cat. And again, we still have the 2-month thing. If you sign up...
And it's going on until you get you get to use the Tree Cat until February, the end of
February right now. So if you sign up with my code, because my code's the only one that's doing it, you will be set up until the end of February.
Yeah.
And using all the services with the cross lister and all the different cool tools that they've developed. And they're even in a beta mode right now working with AI lister, so you can check that out if you want to.
Hi, Graham.
And all kinds of cool stuff. And there's a lot of you that been talking about keeping your listings in a repository where you can not lose your listings or your photos and all that, like a library. And they have that too. So it's a lot of cool things that they're developing. So let's play that blurb. Put in a number between 1 and 300 while we're playing this. And we'll then draw a winner for the hat and the shirt. You hear us talk about Tree Cat a lot on this channel. And yes, it's a cross-listing tool. They support eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. They just added Whatnot. So many features, like how about the ability to end your items if it sells on another platform? How about scheduled relist? So, even eBay doesn't offer that, where you can schedule an item to relist every so many days, weeks, or whatever it is. How about the ability to have a library of your listings, where eBay only keeps your listing 90 days. TreeCat will keep your listings and your photos indefinitely. So they're adding new features all the time. And the cool thing right now, guys, is between now and the end of October, if you use my code FAE, you will get 2 months for free. That's right, 2 months for free. The cool thing is, if you decide to stay with TreeCat, which I think you will, you only pay as you sell. So if you don't make many sales, you're not going to pay much. There's no monthly fees. There's no sign-up fees or anything like that. But use my code FAE to get 2 months for free. What are you waiting for? Okay, so we're going to do this. Now, one thing I want to do, because, look, it sucks for the rewatch crew. They're probably tuning out by the time we get to this part because they can't participate. So I think I'm going to try something new. Maybe not something we do every time, but once in a while for the rewatch crew. If you're watching this on a replay, and we'll probably do this like before the next live, we'll do this drawing. So you have between the end of this show and the next live on Friday to put a number between 1 and 300, and I will run a number and I will reply to you, to your winning number if you win. And you'll just hit me up by email, flippingainteasy2020@gmail.com, and we'll get you a shirt. So we'll try that. So
Vanessa's here.
Let's do it. We have the random number generator. Let's do it. Here it goes. Working. 247 is the winner.
How funny, it's doing the dice again.
Seems like we've had 247 before.
I feel like we have too, and I already can tell you exactly who won.
Who is it?
Time to Sell Collectibles.
Uh-oh.
Unless somebody hit it on the money.
So those of you watching though after the fact on the replay, 247 ain't the number for you. You're gonna have a different number, and just comment down below your number, and I will, whether it's 2 people or 1,000 people, we're gonna run that drawing and try it out. So be sure to do that.
Yep. So. Winner is Time to Sell Collectibles. Woo!
Now, if you haven't won,
congratulations!
I mean, you can always wait till this video, this live is done, and go in and comment if you want to also.
Oh, Joe.
So time to sell collectibles. Send me an email. I'll put it here. flippingainteasy 2020@gmail.com. And thanks to the great people at TreeCat. Again, it's just, we tell you guys about this 2-month for free thing. It's
Chaos for Hire. You were runner up.
Once you link your accounts to TreeCat, you're gonna see, and right now it's only supporting one account on eBay, but they are working on multiple accounts as we speak. And once you do that, you're gonna see it's gonna be a tool that sort of unlocks everything for you. Let's see, who do we have here? Joey says, you missed a Dunkin'. Someone bought John a box of chocolate-covered crickets, and he ate one. Yes.
No, it was a cicada.
So it was awesome. Spam says, people came in line behind me each time at the post office. If I were the only one in the post office, I would not get back in line. Our post office is a 7-pack max.
That's stupid. Absolutely ridiculous.
I would ask, hey, you know what? At this point, could I get the name of your the postmaster?
Yeah. Where is it in your policy that says 7?
And then just say, hey, I come here. I run a business. This is something that I need. To me, it's like the only time I'm in the post office is if they didn't come to the door when my main carrier is not here. Mm-hmm. And so it's like I've taken my time from what the service you normally offer me to come pick up to be here. And the least you can do is to accept all my packages and not make me go through hoops. So.
I just think that's it's just, there's no reason why they can't scan all of them one time and be done. Because they're going to have to scan them anyway because you're going back in line.
Yeah. Debbie Shukar, nice to see you, says scan maximum. Is this a new USPS rule?
Yeah.
I would be like, you need to tell me where this policy is.
And even if it's just for their that local location, it doesn't matter. They have to have a policy for that. Show me where the policy is. You can't just make up rules because you don't want to do your job. I mean, that's insane.
No, I wasn't snacking more peanuts. I'm not having any more tonight or today.
No, I'm going to hide those from him so he can have some
He'd
tomorrow.
be snacking those peanuts speaking French. Paul says, right, Devon, that's why John has checked his watch. All I can think of is salty nuts right now. Hot, salty. I'm not going to say it. Wait.
Peanuts.
Get your hot, salty peanuts.
Oh my God.
Basquido says, wait, what? If some entity commercializes me, I can get paid for that. Stop the presses. I'm ready for a new hairdo. Henri Squaw says, I'm going to keep promoting even with the change in January. Yeah, I mean, I don't even... I know I discovered this for my sales about 2 years ago when I started doing my spreadsheet. This is before the days of my reseller Jeannie doing it for me. But I was noticing, like, wow, I have like almost all my items promoted, but like not all of them are getting the promoted fee. And I noticed it's like 60% are being charged a fee. The other 35 to 40% aren't. And I thought, like, ooh, should be happening. So the whole time I thought I was being charged a promoted fee. So it's not a big deal to me. For others, it's like, it's almost like this. And this is where it's going to get me into trouble, but I'll say it anyway. It's almost like there's people out there looking for a reason to be pissed off at eBay all the time. Oh, they're making this change. Damn it! I'm gonna go on strike. We're gonna form a union. That's it. I can't handle it anymore. It's like, come on, guys. It's the same as when you go to the yard sale and you haggle over that thing, right? I mean, to someone watching it go down, they might be thinking, "Man, this guy's money hungry as hell. He can't even afford $5." But it's not about that. It's you're running the business to get as much out of it as you can, and eBay is no different. John's eyes are wondering, looking at that bag of peanuts half empty.
Wandering, not wondering.
But Jody, as a matter of fact, it always rains in Seattle. I mean, almost always.
I mean,
most of the time.
We don't live there, but we
got nailed when we went there.
Yes. Oh my God, it was like cats and dogs.
That was 11 years ago, right?
Falling from the sky. It was wild.
David Penland from Scotland says, my sales were crazy and then died. We have a storm blowing into Scotland tomorrow. Very high winds.
Ooh. Strap it all down.
John had his mind on his money and his money on his mind. I was like, I told when we got down to like where the money was at, I said, okay, now we're in the top 36. I told the table, I said, look, I'm either going to dinner, so go ahead and knock me out, or I'm winning this damn thing. But I guess neither happened. Paul says, right, B-Nudes, I'll go for a baked ham. Let's see who earns $1 million first.
Ooh, I want a baked ham.
Shop and Cheryl says, I miss living in Las Vegas in the winter. Kentucky gets way too cold.
Oh, God.
So I guess Kentucky cold is a little colder than Vegas cold.
Well, it's just so crisp. Like, when I had the door open, I was like, oh, no. We got to hurry up and close this door.
Nobody likes freezing rain. Basket says, place to be short coin. Probably Devon. Electricians, HVAC for those data centers making huge cash. Chaos for Hire says, AI is driving up the cost of DR5 RAM. My day-old job, I do IT work, and the same RAM we used to be able to buy for $200 is like $800.
Holy cow!
So maybe I ain't upgrading my computer anytime soon, huh?
Jeez.
Let's see.
You might want to get it on liquidation.
Paul says, unfortunately, it is going... That doesn't show up on liquidation. Unfortunately, it is going to happen, John. Yes, unlike the Industrial Revolution, nowhere near as many jobs will be created to pivot to with the digital revolution. General basic income on the horizon. Yeah.
Sad.
Jody has... They often have snow. JP says, I watch your channel all the time. Nice to see you, JP. But never comment. Just wanted you both to know it's a great source of eBay information. Excellent content. Just wanted to say thanks. Well, that's awesome.
Well, thanks for, even if you are a silent watcher, that's okay.
Yeah.
We still love you.
That's awesome. That makes me feel good. I mean, not to say that not all the other comments don't make me feel good. Don't get me wrong. But just to see a new face pop in and say hello, it's awesome. Thank you for that. Keith says, are you guys having a live on the 26th? That's Boxing Day. Or are we putting it off?
The 26th?
That's the day after Christmas.
That's
probably not happening. I don't know. That's the day that the kids are going to be here.
No, they're all leaving that day.
On that day?
Yes.
Heck, we might have one. Just stay tuned.
Well,
we'll figure it out.
We're
not announcing that yet.
I'm trying to convince them to stay longer, but we'll see.
Jackie Bleckner, anyone know an antique porcelain Facebook group that appraises? Mm-hmm. I have a teacup that Gemini AI says is worth over $300. I have my doubts. I don't know of anyone.
Yeah,
someone in the chat might know.
But if anybody else has an answer for Jackie.
Bearded Yankee Resell says you can go search for an item on product research and search for that item. It'll show under the active tab and it'll tell you when it was listed, provided that it's someone sold that very same thing. So that is one way to do it. I use that all the time actually. WorthPoint, but I don't know how much they charge. You can go to worthpoint.com, and I don't know if they have a forum there or it's certainly a place where you can find resell values of things that have sold before. Let's see. Anyone say tamales? Yes.
Tamales. We love tamales.
You do pork tamales? Yeah, we'll do pork tamales. We have a Mexican grocery store by us that we have ordered from several years. My side of the family says that they're too spicy. So I like to use the New Mexico chilies, because they have a little bit more kick, but I don't like them to the point where you can't. If it's too hot to where your taste buds are like over going nuts,
stimulated,
you can't taste anything. You can just taste the heat. That's
not good.
Anyone can do that.
Yeah.
I want to have the flavor in there with a little bit of heat.
I like the chicken. Didn't we do barbacoa one time?
We did barbacoa one time too.
Barbacoa was real good.
Susan Shepard says, hi everyone, was wondering when you delisted items after 30 days, do you put it right back on sale, and do you put everything on sale? Thank you both for your commitment and great information. Mm-hmm. So here's the thing, we do a lot of everything. We have a markdown sale that every 6 months I have to add. I put in queue for the next 6 months. I do 2-week long markdown sales. And so I schedule them out for 6 months. That's separate from doing this whole end item sell similar, because what happens with the markdown sale is any new item that gets listed gets put back on sale. So what I do with the end item sell similar, if it's the oldest 30 items or the oldest 10 items in my store, which turns out to be right now the oldest 10%, I'll do an end item relist. I'll go in and change things with the title, change things with the price a little bit, not a lot. Change my promoted rate a little bit, bump it up a little bit, add offers for items that don't have the offers added. And that's kind of all we do. We put it right back on sale. We immediately relist it. So it's only off of our store for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, if that. So that's kind of the daily process. It's the first thing that I do, and I'm convinced it helps a lot. Mm-hmm. And if you're ever going to do something where you can't list, at least try to do that if you can. Even if you're like traveling and you have your laptop, try to do that. Shopping with Cheryl says some state just passed that all businesses must accept cash.
Really?
I love it.
Which state is that?
Because what's going to happen when, I guess you could say the answer would be like Venmo.
You can't go to a garage sale.
You can if everyone has Venmo, but what happens when you go to that yard sale and there's like a 70-year-old, 80-year-old lady there, and she's like, I'll take $2.
I'll have to talk to my grandson.
Do you have Venmo? She's like, I have no idea what that is. Yeah, my grandson's going to have to help me with it. So, Paul says, I have some spare flapping paper bats. You would wind up with a rubber band spare. I could put out the envelopes. The state of Royal Mail these days, I could hand out those. UK, man. UK is a mess.
UK is a hot mess.
Chile and Florida.
Is it really?
John Eleshat says, hi, John and Jenna. 19 degrees here in North Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's that time of year.
Yeah, I hope you guys all have heat.
Craig Wyness says, there are 300 billions of pennies just from 82 to now. They'll never run out of pennies in my lifetime. But what happens when they start turning them into the bank? I think they're going to confiscate those pennies. Because the amount of copper in those pennies are worth more than the penny itself. Did someone say green chicken? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Green chili chicken.
Baskudo says, I'd settle for a ticket to the toilet bowl.
What?
Every time I want to use it, the wife is. Yes.
That happens to us quite often.
Like, are you in there? Oh, jeez, come on. Graham Vegas, I'm watching at Confident John 1.75x speed.
Oh, no.
We went with the 3 kids, and they all got an apple from the Wizard of Oz show.
Oh, did you? Oh, good. Yeah. I would love to take my granddaughters to it. It would be so cool, but it's so dang expensive.
Well, Iron Squall, you might see a Seahawks-Bills match. I'm not gonna ever give the Broncos the Super Bowl. Sorry, I'm just not. We got Graham says our post office scans every package. We used to give them the scan sheets, but they get window hours for all the packages they scan, and it shows them working. Oh, that's good. They can actually show that they've done something. I mean, not to say that they don't work, but there are some that would rather not work. I've seen that the union gig too long in my life. We brought in 65 packages. They scan all of them individually. Yeah. To be honest with you, I just drop them. There's a counter right there, and I either if there's only 1 or 2 people in the line, I'll get in the line, and they'll just my carrier didn't show up. I don't
ever get in the line.
I'll get in the line to punish the guy behind the counter for the carrier not showing up. You have to scan all my packages, but if the line's too long, I'll just drop it on the counter. Or sometimes I can get the bag into the bin, and I'll throw it in the bin. Jenna, hide John's nuts. Chaos for Hire says the post office by my house says I have to use the self-serve machine since they're buy them a self and ask them. Well, the other post office, the one by my work, takes all the packages with no issue. That is not a valid scan. If you were to go and scan your packages and throw them in the bin, and you get the receipt from that machine, anybody can scan packages and not put them in the bin. So it hasn't changed hands officially to a USPS employee, and therefore if something happens, it's not a valid scan.
Yeah.
Larry Way Out. Nice to see you, Larry. Print out a scan sheet. I started using it last week. Makes you modify your process, but labels print out in bulk.
I couldn't do that. That would confuse the daylights out of me.
Chaos for Hire says, I just go to the post office by my work now and don't bother with the one by my house for this issue. Yeah. Your self-serve machine does not work most of the time.
Right. Yeah. Most of the time, for us, our packages are too big. They don't go in those things. So we don't have a choice but to go put them on the counter.
And this is the part of the show where I turn into Skippy Longstockings a little bit.
Skippy Longstockings.
Yeah, I have to get through.
Interesting. Yeah,
Lisa Dury says, SCG, are you close to Toledo? Nice to see you, SCG. Laura.
Hello,
Linda. Lisa Dury says, Northwest Ohio was really cold this morning. We have a meetup in Temperance, Michigan for resellers.
Oh,
Probably too far from you.
fun.
Just about a mile too far for us.
Well, I'm thinking
We would have traveled to Chicago.
She's talking to someone
okay.
else.
Lisa says, last Tuesday of the month at the library, 6 to 7:30 p.m. posted on eBay reseller circles. So for all of you in the Michigan area, usually free swag, sometimes gift cards. It's nice to meet like-minded people. Lake Erie.
How fun.
Lake Erie.
Ooh, it's cold there.
Can't wait till season 2 of Fallout on Amazon. It's going to be Fallout Vegas.
Yes.
Craig Wina says 82 to now were majority zinc pennies, 81 and before majority are copper. But there's some reason it's too expensive to actually produce the pennies. It's more expensive to do that, so they just get rid of the pennies. It's an excuse, I know. Let's see, bulk label printing for grams, and I think we got Anissa is with us. Nice to see you, Anissa. So look, we're here at the end of our show. It's been a solid 2 hours, and I want to thank you guys for being the best part of it, really, because I didn't have a whole lot to give you guys at the beginning of the show. I know some of you guys actually do tune in for my diatribe and all that, and maybe some of you don't and just tune in to her like giving me crap. But either way, we're happy to have you, and we missed you guys on Friday, and we will have another show on Friday this week at our normal time. And if you're a member, we will have our show on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. So if you've been gifted a membership, thank Keith for the kindness of gifting.
Yours is renewed.
And come and hang out with us, and let's kind of brainstorm and figure this whole thing of eBay out. Also, if you're someone who just can't make the lives, make sure you drop a number between 1 and 300, and we'll try to see how that goes to give away a shirt and a hat. So those of you who can't be here for the live, you can try to win something. But figuring... What were you going to say?
Go ahead.
I was just going to do my closing line.
Go for it.
Figuring out how to use end item sell similar or end item relist in your business. I'm telling you, there's something to it, at least for everything sellers. But that's yet another example of how flipping ain't easy. I want you guys to have an excellent rest of your week. Get your items listed. There's still people out there shopping for your stuff. And we will talk to you here very soon.
We love you. God bless you.
Chargebacks, returns, and lowball offers too. Zero takedowns, they're a pain, what can we do? High selling fees, bad buys, and rude buyers galore. Flipping ain't easy, but we keep coming back for more. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With flipping ain't easy by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the thing that is within your control. Hang with flipping ain't easy. Let's roll! Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, the flipping's more than a game.